Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anointed Theo. Today, I want to talk about things that you should not do when you go to the supermarket. Things that you should not do when you go to the shopping mall. Straight away, as a family man, as a family woman, there are things you should not do when you go shopping. Number one, never allow your children to leave your side at the supermarket when you go shopping. Sometimes when we go shopping, some family do shopping once in a month. Some families do once in a week. Some do randomly. Sometimes they will just drive in there with their family. So number one thing you should not do when you get to the supermarket, never allow your children to leave your side, especially the younger ones that are still very young, who don't know some of the risks that it takes to walk alone. Now, most children are very hyperactive. When I say hyperactive, they play around. They can be very uncareful sometimes when they play. So when you take your children to the supermarket, they should be within the radius at which you can see them. Whether one, whether two, whether three, depends on how many kids you have. You know why? Number one is to prevent them from danger. Number two is to avoid them from putting you as their parent in trouble. If a child leaves your presence, it might go and touch stuff that at the end of the day, that stuff is destroyed and you have to pay. You weren't prepared for that before, but because your child destroyed it, so you go pay, you pay. I don't know how true is this in Europe, but in Africa, you must pay. If your child destroys something because you didn't control them, you have to pay. Let's say your child went to go and damage the screen of a TV in the supermarket, or your child went and draw from the shelf, you went and draw that breakable stuff and it fell down and broke. Maybe it was a bottle containing some usable liquid. He's going to put you in trouble. You understand? So, and the child's life might even be in danger when he or she went and pulled something very heavy from the shelf and the thing falls down on them, or him or her. You see that the child will injure, or if it's very heavy, might even lead to death. So number one thing you should not do when you go to the supermarket with your kids, never allow them to leave your side. Control them. Parents will, hey, God, leave that thing, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Why? Because you are avoiding trouble and you are avoiding them from not getting to sustained injuries. Number two thing you should not do when you go to the supermarket. This one is very, very important. Very, very important. Never keep your bag away from you. This especially goes to the women. Never walk away from your bag. Sometimes when we get to the supermarket, we pick up the Carrello, that one, the carrier, that one that we push, and we are picking stuff inside, we are putting stuff inside. Sometimes some women will remove their handbag and now put it on the handle of the carrier. Now, at one time or the other, you could walk away from that carrier, leaving the bag and the carrier with the stuff inside alone, because you want to pick stuff from the shelf to bring it back to the... So, you should never do this. Never walk away from your bag at the supermarket. Number one, there are a lot of people that go to the supermarket, to the shopping malls, just to steal, just to shoplift. They are not there. You just see them in the supermarket. Their target for that day, their job, they just wake up. All they want to go and steal. And some people have been able to lose their money, their documents, through this because they walked away from the bag. Some mother or some parents will leave the bag and the goose with a very small child who does not understand anything. Some of these people that steal at the supermarket, as quickly as possible, when your eyes is off your bag, your eyes is off your bag, immediately they can slide their hand into your handbag and slide down the small purse, your wallet, where you keep your money and your document. They pick it up and they move. You wouldn't know. It's very difficult for you to not tell the authority of the supermarket to come and start playing the CCTV camera for you. Who are you? And it takes a lot of process to come and tell them to play camera for you. And sometimes they will not even agree that your wallet got missing in their supermarket. They will tell you no, because they don't want to have a bad name as a supermarket that, okay, they don't have the security to protect customers. So they will tell you, yeah, it didn't happen here. I'm telling you from experience. So please, never leave your bag behind when you go to the supermarket. Number two, people can drop stuff inside that bag that never belonged to you. So if somebody went and dropped something that does not belong to you, they put it inside your bag, it becomes a problem. Maybe as you are crossing out from the supermarket, alarm, bam, 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 bam. You don't know, say this one a thief, or you just stole a perfume and you didn't know it wasn't you that put it there. Maybe somebody tried to put you in trouble. So number two thing you should never do, never leave your handbag alone and walk away trying to pick stuff. It could put you in trouble. You could lose money, you could lose documents. And the process of trying to go into the police to report, I lost document, I lost money, and maybe your bank debit card, your credit card is inside. I'm talking from experience what happened to somebody I know. So please be very careful when you go to the supermarket. Don't lose focus. Let your bag remain here. If it's an handbag, if it's a waist bag, let it remain there. If it's a crossing bag, let it remain there. If it's your forward bag, put it there. Make it there. Don't drop it aside, especially when you have important stuffs inside that bag. Number three thing you should not do when you go to the supermarket, when you go shopping. This one is also very important too. Never buy goods that you want to consume, consumable goods, without checking their expiring dates. This one is very important because of your health. A lot of people will just go to the supermarket, maybe randomly, once a month. They do all the shopping at home. If you buy stuff that you are going to drink or eat, it is very expedient. It is very, very important for you to check when that stuff is supposed to expire. Because if you buy goods that is very close to expiring date, or it has already expired, you wouldn't know. There are some supermarkets that forget. They wouldn't know this stuff has expired, but was still at the shelf and you bought it and you go and consume it. Some people wouldn't know. After they have consumed it, they discover that it was an expired product that they consumed. Some people will like, oh, this thing is expiring tomorrow. I already bought it. There is no receipt to return it. If it's in Europe, you can return it and change it, Like, oh, you people sold close to expiring date drugs or product for me. So please, can you change it? So never, ever buy consumable goods when you go to the supermarket without checking their expiring date. Most of these products are made and they have a lifespan that is when it's still healthy for consumption. So if you go and eat an expired product, it could cause a lot of things. It could damage a lot of things in the body. It's hazard, dangerous to our health. So please always check your expiring date. In Nigeria, I don't know if you live in Nigeria, it's in Africa, let me use that word, some of these protocols are not observed. And so while we're growing up, some of us, a lot of people had sickness, got cancer, had heart problem of the liver, the skin and all that because they consume expired drug, they consume expired food. A lot of us never knew, we're never that too conscious of that. And you see a lot of people get sick because they ate something that was already expired. And so we really don't even have that structure in Africa that actually screened consumable goods. But in Europe here, they screen a lot, And when they know that these goods are getting to expiring date, they could give it out for free because they know it's going to expire in a long time. Okay, I'm going to round up here. I think, so that's that. Never buy stuff without looking at their expiring date at the supermarket. Number, I'm going to round up here. A lot of people go to the supermarket with the intention to steal. It could put yourself in trouble. Never go to the supermarket with the intention to steal. I'm going to stop here because this video is almost getting long now. 10 minutes is okay. My name is ANOINTED THEO. If today is your first time or you have not subscribed, please press the red subscribe button now. My music will soon come out of darkness. Out of darkness. Oh, you brought me to your marvelous light. Your marvelous light. The song is a bomb. Already working on it. We're already shooting video of it. I'm going to drop the audio. Few weeks, I'll drop the video. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. God bless you. See you in the next video.